So when I'm not the underdog, I don't feel right. So I'm right where I want to be right now. I'm in my comfort zone.
Would you say that you fight better as the underdog compared to being the favorite?
I wouldn't say that. I say I fight great all the time, but it's definitely the energy I like. It's the chip I like to have on my shoulder. It's like I'm proving myself all over again after so many world title fights and big events, and I have to prove myself again. And that's what keeps me going.
You fought more current or former world champions on paper than that of Errol Spence. Do you feel like your experience is going to play a factor in the fight on December 5?
Yeah, definitely. I've been in there with some wizards, like Eric Morales, he was a wizard. Zab Judah, even though they were a little in their 30s, late 30s, but their experience was something you could learn off. It's like you're going to school that night. So I definitely been in there with some legends, and I learned a lot from them guys. I learned a lot from everything, and everything I learned in my career was lead me to this fight.
Now, you were very close to potentially making it to the Olympic team in 2008. Do you feel like you don't get the credit that you deserve for being a very good pure boxer and a technician?
No, I feel like, numbers don't lie at the end of the day. This is a numbers game. So when you sell out the Barclays Center, when you have a market, when you get millions of views, the fans see, the fans, you can't force the fans to like you. Like, no matter how much the media pumps you, and the media pumps you like a superstar, and the fans don't like you, you can't force the fans to like you. You can't force the fans to buy a ticket. You can't force them to watch you fight. And I proved that no matter what people say about me, they come to watch me, and my fans love me.
Well, the city of Philadelphia has certainly opened their arms to you. You are so proud of this rich fighting city. Can you tell us about what being from Philadelphia means to you, and what does it mean to be a Philly fighter?
I feel like if I wasn't from Philly, there would be no Danny Garcia, to be honest. This city has made me the champion I am today. Going down from the Joe Frazier to the great Bernard Hopkins, all the great fighters from Philadelphia. I just grew up in that old school mindset of boxing where you're real disciplined. You're taught to fight with your hands up since a kid. And I think that served me well, mentally and physically. And the fact that I'm Puerto Rican, I have a whole nother arsenal of Puerto Rican blood and their great heritage. So I feel like I got the best of both worlds when it comes to boxing.
When you look at that, because I know you're proud of your Puerto Rican heritage, you've mentioned the likes of Hector Camacho, but does that give you extra fuel to be able to go out there and get that significant victory, that major prize fight win on December 5 against Errol Spence Jr.?
Yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the fight you got to win. This is for your legacy. So, besides everything else, this is a fight that I have to win. And, I've been here every day working hard for one goal, and that's just to win.
Can you tell us about the relationship, the bond that you share with your father, Angel Garcia? Because I don't think I've ever seen you without your father, and you guys have this father-son dynamic, fighter-trainer dynamic as well, but I feel like you guys are best friends.
Yeah, we're definitely best friends. We could tell each other anything. We could do anything together. It's just fun. It's fun to have someone on your side all the time. Someone you could trust, and that's what we have. We have trust and we have friendship, and I think that's why it serves us so well.
You've been fighting before PBC was born back in March of 2015, but you've been such an integral piece to Premier Boxing Champions and the brand. What does it mean to you to be a part of PBC?
Oh, man, it's an honor. Since 2015, I believe my first fight was on Premier Boxing Champions. So it's been a great 5 years. Everything they promised me, they've done. And now we're here, a big pay-per-view event. 5 years later from when it launched, Garcia versus Spence, and it's great. I'm just excited to be a part of it. It's a blessing.
I asked your father this, but I'd like for you to expound on this as well. In your mind, are you the hardest hitter that Errol Spence has ever gone up against?
No doubt about it. He's been in there. I don't think he's never been in there with a fighter who could punch like me. Actually, no, he's never been in. I know for sure I'm one of the hardest hitters in boxing, period. So, anybody who steps in the ring with me, I'm going to be the hardest hitter they faced.
Do you think the layoff is going to affect him at all? Because it's going to be 14 months since he stepped inside the ring against Sean Porter back at the end of September of 2019.
I don't know. Everyone's different. I can't really speak for him because I don't know. The that's something he has to figure out, and we'll have to see December 5th. I know I'm ready, and I'm ready to go, and I can't really worry about what he's bringing to the table. I have to worry about Danny Garcia.
Has training been any different for you because we are living in this new world of COVID-19?
Yeah, definitely. Training has been way different. I ain't gonna lie. It's boxing's a lonely sport, but during the COVID times, it's more lonely.
Yeah.
So even like going home, it's like you can't have nobody over your house. You can't go visit people. You can't do nothing. So basically, there's nothing else to do but fight, to be honest.
So would you say that for you mentally, it's better for you to put you more in that fighter's mindset?
I would say I would say if there's any time to fight, a big fight is now. There's no distractions. The only thing you have to worry about is not getting COVID. And if you're doing the right thing, you're not going to get it.
How much does your family motivate you? I saw your daughter around here. She was watching you train, and she's so proud of you. How much does your family motivate you on a daily basis?
My family motivates me a lot. It's been a long camp, and this is probably like the first or second time she come to the gym all camp. So it's definitely motivation to see her, and it gives me like happiness, and I'm able to hit the bag hard and hit the pads hard and see her in between the rounds. So it keeps me going.
The Philadelphia-Dallas rivalry is obviously apparent in football in the NFC East. Do you take any of that pride going into your fight on December 5, or is that just for football?
No, I take the pride of Philadelphia every time I step in the ring. Every time I step in the ring, the pride of Philadelphia is in me. So this is definitely a rivalry.
If Errol Spence is watching this right now, what do you want to tell him as we are 12 days away until your pay-per-view showdown?
I'm going to say December 5th, the Danny Garcia show is coming to Texas, baby.
Danny, thank you so much for your time. Good luck. We look forward to seeing you next week in fight.